Hey everyone! In this episode we'll be looking at the issues which need to be considered when implementing artificial intelligence applications in traffic systems. Anyway, I'm Alistair and this is at ITS Now. As traffic engineers, we instinctively look for issues and solutions associated with the operation of traffic flows. We identify patterns in traffic movements. We assess how the geometric design is affecting the junction. All done whilst we're waiting at the lights on the way to the shops. It's a bit like the Matrix.
It isn't the Matrix, it's traffic.
Anthony is a generative AI character and I think shows how things have changed in recent years. Artificial intelligence, AI, has really become part of the public consciousness in recent times because of generative AI applications such as ChatGPT, etc. These applications have learned existing data and patterns so that they can be used to generate new original outputs. Within the ITS sector, we have seen increasing use of AI in equipment and systems used for traffic management. However, at this point, their application is rather sporadic and lacks a cohesive approach to their use to achieve a strategic implementation. Most vendors have been using AI for specific applications and to provide additional capabilities to their products. But we are now starting to see the emergence of larger scale systems implementation.
As traffic engineers, what are the issues which we should be prioritizing AI to tackle?
Thank you. That's a really great question. The major areas of concern facing the sector over the coming years are largely split across the following 5 topic areas. Number 1, we are facing a huge skill shortage across the whole highway sector and in particular within the traffic systems field. AI has a huge potential to revolutionize the effectiveness of what we do by overcoming many of the resourcing constraints that most highway authorities are experiencing. Number 2, the whole reason for traffic systems is to balance the issues of the safety and efficiency. But this can be difficult to achieve with increasing levels of complexity of traffic flows at the same time as coping with changing priorities for the use of our road network. Number 3, the reduction of carbon emissions and improving air quality are critical goals for the transport sector. Implementing effective solutions for this are at best problematic for traditional traffic systems because they were not designed with these goals as part of their primary functionality. Number 4, most highway authorities are highly constrained financially, so need to make the best use of their highway assets to deliver their statutory requirements. Austerity measures resulted in much of the technology estate not being routinely replaced or periodically revalidated. And number 5, the emergence and adoption of new technologies will be a key to the advancement of ITS infrastructure over the coming decades. We know that advanced technologies, such as connected vehicles, will have the biggest impact ever seen in the history of ITS infrastructure. A key element will be the major changes to the architecture of technology systems and a huge increase in the quantity and type of data available to assist in the management of traffic. There are, of course, many nuanced issues which surround the problems facing traffic systems over the coming years, but the 5 topic areas I've just talked about form the major issues that should be addressed as a matter of urgency, and for which a variety of artificial intelligence features are being produced to help to tackle. We can't just hope that connected, automated and zero emissions vehicles will somehow solve all the issues we face on a daily basis across the road network. However, AI will not be a panacea to immediately overcome all of these issues. It will need to be used in an educated and intelligent manner to start achieving solutions for these problematic areas, whilst at the same time recognising the uncertainty of the emerging technology landscape over the next decades.
How do we get the maximum strategic benefits from this emerging technology?
Well, obviously, we're hoping that AI will be able to make sense intelligently of the data lakes, which will be produced as part of the variety of emerging technologies. The sheer volume of this data would be problematic for current systems and wholly beyond the capabilities of human operators to comprehend. AI should be able to use both historical and real-time data to optimize the operation of the traffic systems.
Remember to hit subscribe for ITS now.
With the prioritization of users changing to active transport modes, one particular area where AI should be leveraged is to enhance capabilities to provide network-wide pedestrian and cycle flow measurements, in a similar vein to how Scoot uses vehicle detection. This could provide the ability to treat active transport modes in a much more strategic manner than the current situation. We should also be looking to enhance safety by using the technology in new and innovative ways to quickly and accurately identify incidents across all modes of transport. This should alert authorities to provide a relevant response and modify the operation of the traffic systems to protect those affected by the issue and, where feasible, to reroute traffic away from the areas of the incident. AI should also be able to provide assistance to optimize the movements of public transport across our cities by making informed decisions to implement priority features where required in an intelligent manner. These systems should also be used to reduce the environmental impact of transport using real-time optimization of traffic flow, including reducing unnecessary vehicle stops and idling at signalized junctions, using CITS facilities to achieve the optimal route for each journey. Real-time information should be made freely available to the public, including through third-party apps, so that they can make informed decisions about the journeys and have confidence in this information. This will encourage users to make informed decisions for their movements, including promoting active transport, micromobility platforms, mobility as a service, and public transport.
What do we need to look out for when implementing these new systems?
That's a really important point, actually. Integration of both emerging technologies and legacy systems will inevitably throw up lots of issues, especially as we need to plan for features which we haven't even thought of yet. The whole manner of ITS infrastructure is likely to change to such an extent that we need to plan for this so that we reduce abortive investments in short-term solutions. We will also need to rethink our traditional heavy engineering approach to solutions. The continued advancements of processors, wireless communications and battery technologies will result in widespread adoption of small, single-parameter, distributed technology deployments. But these will require that robust cybersecurity measures are in place to protect these systems. With a vast amount of data being used and generated by transport systems, we will need to ensure that privacy and ethical concerns are always at the forefront of our thoughts when implementing these systems. It is essential that ethical concerns are addressed from the start, ensuring privacy is maintained and that bias isn't allowed to negatively impact any segments of the population. It is therefore important that AI systems are transparent and explainable, allowing stakeholders to understand how decisions are made and to create frameworks for accountability that define who is responsible for AI systems, decisions and outcomes. The use of these advanced systems should also be optimized to allow them to work with other smart city applications, so that transport is at the very heart of the digital management for our cities. It is likely that changes in statutory requirements from government will impinge in this area. As a sector, therefore, we will need to engage with politicians to lobby for policy decisions that support and drive the transition to allow emerging mobility technologies to be used effectively.
How do we bring the public along with us through this transition?
That's a critical issue. There's been a lack of public acceptance of technology deployments for smart motorways and the ULEZ extension in London. These illustrate the care needed before new features are deployed. Unfortunately, the level of distrust for technology used in transport will also not be helped with proposals for road user charging. As an industry, we therefore need to ensure that AI used for traffic systems isn't perceived to be a Big Brother implementation for intrusive surveillance and monitoring. It is critical that the use of these systems is understood by users and that their presence provides clear advantages to them that they can recognise and value. We want to ensure that we avoid the sight of members of the public cutting down poles or bad media stories about the use of these facilities. Artificial intelligence has the potential to significantly enhance traffic management systems. By leveraging AI, we can look to tackle issues of skills shortages, to improve safety and efficiency, to provide environmental and financial benefits, and to make the transition to using other emerging technologies across the transport and smart cities fronts far easier to integrate. We just need to be mindful of the potential pitfalls for AI's use, and as an industry, undertake a multifaceted approach to explaining to the public, media and politicians how its use will provide benefits.
AI, it's just a tool, or is it?
Well, you would say that, wouldn't you? I hope you found that interesting. AI is going to be a real game changer for the operation and management of our highways, and the implications for both mobility and smart cities implementations are immense. Have a look on the ITS Now website, www.itsnow.org, to read about this in the articles section. If you haven't already seen it, the first episode of the In Conversation series, where I talk to the CEO of Ertico, Joost van Toom, which is part of our coverage for the Dubai 2024 ITS World Congress as an official media partner, is now available on the @ITS Now YouTube channel. So make sure you don't miss seeing this great series of insightful videos that we've got lined up for you. And lastly, this is the bit where I ask for you to please subscribe to our channel. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, but it really does help us to bring you further videos about ITS. Thank you again to everyone who has subscribed. Thanks for watching. See you next time.